Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my rail route Let's Play. Today we will be working on the main line and getting the best out of it we can. We want our contracts to be 100%, so we're going to try and do that for nearly every single train. But before we crack on with that, thank you very much for all your comments on this series. As always, they are fantastic, and I got a comment here that says it would be awesome if you could ask the developers to show the colour in the table top left which relates to a specific speed. So I was talking to one of the developers about a few things, and I mentioned this, and they advised that as part of some of the upgrades that they're going to be doing to the game during the alpha, this is one of the things that they're planning on doing. Some sort of key or legend to those colour codings, because actually this is something that I was wondering myself as well. So let's crack on and actually go ahead and do that. So rail route, where's rail route gone? It's rail routes here, there we are. Hello rail route. Fantastic little game, here it is. So you can see that the trains are currently running. We're going at standard speed. What I might do is just change that up to 5 times speed, just to make things move just a tad quicker. I think that's a real good balance for me, is the 5 times speed. And you can see we've got 73 grand in the bank account. We're going to have to spend that wisely, as the tooltip says, because, well, we're going to be doing some upgrades. Now, like I said before, here's the track speeds at the moment. So the blue is the slowest speed. That's the 40 kilometers per hour track. Then you've got the pink one, which is the 80 kilometers per hour, and then the red one. So actually, between episodes, or since last time, I've been playing around a little bit more with the Bridgeton line. And what I've done is I upgraded it to red and to see if we could get to our trains to go any faster. And in some instances I did, and in some instances I didn't. But we've actually hit another limiting factor. And that is the signals and the corners. So the corners, especially corners with junctions, I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure corners with junctions, they slow the train down. So that is one thing we need to start considering. Also, the distance between the sensor and the signal matters. So if you have your sensor right before the signal, like we've got here, then, well, we've got a gap of 2 here. But if we had it right before the signal, then it doesn't actually give the signal enough time to change before the train reaches it. And the train has to slow down or even maybe temporarily stop. So what I've done here is I've moved the sensor further back, so when the train goes over the sensor, the signal changes and the train doesn't have to slow down. So it would be nice if I could move this sensor further back down the line, but there's just nowhere to put the sensor between Newton and the signal. So we're going to have to be looking out for that. We're going to have to look at reducing the amount of junctions, unnecessary junctions, because this can slow the train down. I think corners might, but we still need to experiment with that. And I'm not sure if this is going to be something that the developers are going to be changing anyway. So we need to look at that, and we need to look at the distance between our signals and our sensors, trying to get them right. If they're too far, then the signal allocates the line to the train way too far in advance, and we end up blocking a available line. And if we do it too late, the train starts to slow down. So we might actually see that happening somewhere around here. So now that this is set to 120 kilometers an hour, these trains, their maximum speed, these commuter ones, is actually 120. So we can probably watch this commuter train as it comes out the station. It's accelerating. It's gone past 80 now. It says stopping at signal. So it slowed down for a second. Now it's speeding up. Then it slowed down as it went through this junction. And then it slows down and stops for this signal. So even though I've upgraded the track for a full 120 max speed, we've still got some problems with trains slowing down. But I've got a funny feeling in such a tight, compact area where we've got so many junctions, it's going to be near impossible to do that as an improvement. Speaking of improvements, let's try and make some. I think what we'll do is we'll look at increasing the speeds along here bit by bit. Now, obviously, we can't afford to go all the way, but I'd like to go as far as I can. There we go. That'll do for now. We've gone up to Motherwell, and we're going to start looking at adjusting some of these timetables because we've already upgraded the line a little bit. So this train here, oh my goodness, look at all those stops. Wow. What we ought to do is do a little bit of measurement, like how long does it take this train to really go from Motherwell all the way through Wiflet, because there's this auto block in the middle. Now, if there wasn't an auto block there, I would say 2 minutes would be plenty of time for this train to get there. But we can see from its list of orders that it's going to be leaving Motherwell at 4:36. So we've got just a few seconds. And then it's got a 4:40 arrival time. So we're allowing it 4 minutes. Let's see how far off that is. So we should get a maximum speed of 80. We're accelerating. We accelerated up to 80. We've gone into the auto block, still going at 80, so that's quite good. I think once we got the trains travelling at 120, the whole network will flow a lot quicker. But we're just about to get to Wiflet, and we are pulling into the station almost at exactly 4:38. We'd have to probably put a 4:39 on there just to make sure. Now, at the minute, it's got 4:40, so that's only 1 minute faster. That's not great. I think what we need to do is that we need to go along and we need to get the speed up even faster in all of these sections, all the way down this line and probably all the way back again. But now that we've upgraded this section, let's find out how long it takes this train to go from Wiflet to Motherwell. So we're keeping an eye on this speed down here in the bottom. And it's going to be leaving any second at 4:41. Now, it's got an allowance to get there by 4:45. So I think it's got a 4-minute allowance to get there. I think that was the same as the other train, and it did it in 3. But this track is faster. This train's going to full 120. So look, it gets there plenty before 4:43. So it took less than 3 minutes to get there, which is really important. So even with that auto block, it still took within 3 minutes. This section here between Motherwell and Newton, it's not fully upgraded yet, which is a shame. But once it is, I reckon that's a maximum of 2 minutes. I think it maybe even would be 1 minute. Let's see how long it's going to take this train, even though only about half of it's upgraded. So it's about to leave at 4:46, and we've given it until 4:49 to get there. So 6 to 7, 8, 9. We're giving it 3 minutes. But I've got a funny feeling it's going to do it within like 2. So there is 1 minute now. Yeah, it's like 1.5 minutes, if that. So it definitely did it within 2. This Motherwell train here got a bit of a delay, but I think it's due to a junction back there. So what we need to do is upgrade the track, work out the spacings, work out how long it is, and then we can upgrade these trains, make them go through their journeys quicker. We'll get more money out of it. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So the only thing we need to do now really is save up some money so that we can upgrade the rest of this main line to the red speed, the 120. Now for commuter trains that is the max speed, but for the intercity trains that we want to do, probably next time we might concentrate on intercity. It would be really good to get an intercity line going all the way to Ashfield and back again. So we go Wiflet to Ashfield, Ashfield to Wiflet, and that'll be absolutely brilliant to get intercities zooming up and down that line. It'll be brilliant. We may have to bring some of the commuter trains off and out of the way, but we'll see. So we need a little bit more money to actually upgrade that line. So let's skip forward a little while and let the network run to get a little bit more cash. Well, there we go, folks. I have now upgraded that Motherwell main line up to 120 kilometers an hour. So now we need to work out what the differences in times are between the stations and what we can change our trains to. Now, we've already measured this one and we can find out that they do this journey in less than 3 minutes, and this one happens in less than 1 minute. But we need to know how long it takes a train to go from Newton to Glasgow Central. While we're waiting for a train, let's nip over to the coachyard and just say trains can come out of the coachyard with 1 minute advance. That's all we need now. It won't take that long for the train to come. Okay, so we've got a train here, but it's not actually going to Glasgow Central. It's coming up. It's coming up the top there. So we're gonna have to probably wait for the next one. There's bound to be a train somewhere soon. Now this section down here, the Carstairs line, has not been upgraded, and I don't see it being upgraded anytime soon. We're going to concentrate on this main line, get those contracts up and get the money in. It'd be great to upgrade the entire network and just be able to build out a lot quicker than what we've been doing recently. We've stagnated a little bit in growth. I know we've done a bit of growth and we've come all the way out to Ashfield and stuff, but really want to explode that now. Right. So here we go. We've got a train coming into Motherwell. It's shooting along that line so quickly. And it's going to come into Newton at, well, before 12:47, leave at 12:48. So we're giving it 4 minutes to get to Glasgow Central. So let's just slow the game right down and find out exactly what time it does get into Glasgow Central. So it left at 12:48, which was exactly 1 minute ago. It's currently going through this auto block, and I'm going to guess it's going to be either 2 or 3 minutes. I think 2 minutes is going to cut it here. Yeah, because this is a relatively short section, and even going through this auto block, it's going to get there, or is it? Or is it going to get... Yeah, it is going to get there within 2 minutes. Is this section really 3 minutes? Maybe it isn't now. Maybe we need to check. Well, that's certainly 2 minutes. So we've got 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I think this is going to be 2 minutes. So we've got a train that's just about to leave Motherwell. Let's see what time it gets to Whifflet. Let's go to 5 times speed. So it's got up to 4 minutes to get there according to its timetable. But I think it's probably going to get there within 2 minutes. So is it going to come out the auto block already? Yeah, it is going to get there within 2 minutes. Stop at the station in time? Yes. Okay, so everything is within 2 minutes within this line of this network, which means we can start messing around with the timetables. The next train to arrive at platform 3 for Whifflet is this COM5501, so we can start adjusting the timetable. I'm going to pause the game for a minute while we do this. So we're going to say that we're not going to change the arrival time. Actually, we are going to change the arrival time. Can I not? I can't move the arrival time forward. Oh, I can move the arrival time forward. Okay, so it's going to arrive at 1 o'clock exactly. Depart at 1:01. Then going to arrive at 1:03. Depart 1:04. Newton, it's going to arrive at 1:06. Then we're going to leave at 7 minutes past, arrive at 9 minutes past at Glasgow. And then we'll depart on time, go back to Newton, and we should be able to do the arrival for 12 minutes past. Depart after 1 minute. Motherwell. This is a long one. This is a long train, this. We will arrive at 15 minutes past. Leave at 16 minutes past. And our arrival at Whifflet should now be 16, 17, 18 minutes past. And if we set the departure like that, that is a much better reward. 83% for that long train. 5.9 grand. That's good. That's not too bad. I'm not sure there's any of these that we can do that are like a minute long. Just double checking I haven't messed any of these up. So that's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yep. Yep. All these gaps should be 2 minutes. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the train leaving Whifflet. So I think what we're going to do is just concentrate on all these trains at Whifflet. So then this next train is the 1310. Now, I'm wondering, can we actually get closer spacing? Should we maybe do a 1305 service? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe we should just have it like a train every 10 minutes and just see what we can slot in between. So let's do the same thing on this timetable. It starts at 10, leaves at 11. That means 12:13. We leave at 14. That means we arrive at 16. Depart at 17. And arrive at Glasgow Central at 19. 17, 18, 19. Yep. Depart at 20. Back to Newton for 22. Look at the money changing here as we make these changes. Now the departure time makes it pretty bad because the reward is based on the journey time between stations. So if you need to have a train wait at a station for quite a while to allow another train through a gap, that's fine. So this is our new train here. It'd be nice to keep an eye on that. So yeah, we've got that Newton train. Then our Motherwell train wants to arrive, have an arrival time which is only 2 minutes after. Get that departure time moved, and then the Whifflet arrival should be 28, which means we get a much better slice of the money. Again, 87%. Brilliant. So it looks like we're getting some nice regular trains coming through on this service now. It would be good if we can get all of these trains to do long distances. This one is actually one of the weird ones that come up here. And I'm thinking maybe these connecting tunnels should be upgraded, but I don't know how much it's going to cost. So the entrance there, that's cheap. But it needs a double upgrade, because I didn't upgrade it last time. Then that on the way back needs an upgrade. There we go. And I actually just accidentally upgraded the tunnel itself as well. So upgrading the tunnel looks like it's going to cost 1 point... Oh, it's quite... Tunnels are quite cheap to upgrade by the looks of it. May as well do that last bit of track there. Actually, let's just do both of these. Oh, we've run out of money. Never mind, that's fine. Okay, so this means that our network's actually going to look a little bit more empty. And the reason for that is that a train arriving doesn't spend as much time wandering around on the network anymore. It's going to get moving quicker. So I think what we're going to do first is concentrate on all the trains arriving at Whifflet, getting them to arrive on a regular intervals at good times with good speeds through the network. Then what we'll do is we'll look all the trains leaving Glasgow Central, because some of the Whifflet trains only go to Glasgow Central, never then come back because they go to the coach yard. So we'll have to do coach yard to Whifflet. And then we'll look at how we can get the Carstairs ones mixed in. But hopefully by then, the amount of money we're bringing in will be much better. So the next train is going to be this 1310. Let's have a look at this 1320. Now, we don't actually know the travel time between Newton and Cumberland at all. But it's going to platform 4. And looking at this, it's got a tunnel, no auto blocks. I'm sure 2 minutes will be plenty. So we're going to just have a guess at that. It already arrives at 13:30 and leaves at 13:21, which is brilliant. We're going to knock that down by a minute. Yep. Now we're targeting 5 grand on this one. Then we'll knock this one down 2 minutes there, and we'll have a very short stop at Newton again, and then we'll have a 2-minute travel time here, and then we'll go off to the coach yard. That's not actually a very good time. Did it want a longer stop? Okay, if we move the arrival along a bit. No, that made the money worse. What about a departure at Newton going further? Oh, look at that. Okay, so it actually wanted to sit at Newton longer. So do we get more money for them being sat at the station longer? Let's redo this Whifflet one. Let's allow it 2 minutes at the platform, 2 minutes travel. So 1, 2 minutes at the platform by the looks of it. Then 2 minutes travel. Yep. Again, well, 2 minutes at the platform. It does want longer at Newton. And then 2 minutes travel here again. 2 minutes at the platform. So we've got a 222 here, and it's saying that... Oh, actually, I think this train's about to come, so we'll pause the game. I don't want this train to arrive until we've done its timetable. So it's given us 2.8 grand. What happens if we just go down the list here and just like give it longer times? So we shift the arrival by 1. And we're giving it 3 minutes at the station. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 3 minutes at the station again. We need to just move things along a little bit so we get 2 minutes travel. Again, 3 minutes at the station would be nice. And then, so that's not 3 minutes at the station. That's 3 minutes at the station. Then we need another couple of minutes for travel time here. And then 3 minutes at the station. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've gone through that, and it's still given us 2,800. That is strange. So maybe it is nothing to do with those times. It's like the only reason this reward goes up is because we're giving it 0 minutes to get from Whifflet to Motherwell. And if that's yeah, that's the only reason. Right, I'm going to put this back. We're not giving them 2 minutes at the station. We're giving them 1 minute. So 1 minute, 2 minute travel, 1 minute wait, 2 minute travel. We don't want them on the network any longer than what we can have them. What they need to be. And then 2 minutes travel again. There we are. That's going to have to be that. The only way we could do that is by making it going a lot more quicker, which I don't think we can really do. So there we go. That's due to come very soon onto the network. Now if we have a look at the timetable, we've got nothing now until 1340. So this is one of the ones that terminates at Glasgow Central and will be an easy one to adjust, I think. So it's 40. Can we get it to come at a little earlier? Like come at 30? Just move it. Oh my goodness, look how long it is at the timetable there at the station. Let's just bring that back. Okay, so we're going to get, again, we're giving it 2 minutes travel time. 1 minute at the station. Hopefully, once we've adjusted all this, we'll get a relatively good reward out of it. Nope, not looking good at the minute. Let's find out. That's looking much better. Much better. There we go. I think for these trains, they're a little bit harsh. We're only getting like 60%, 69% reward. Well, what's the reward on this one? 54% on that one. So yeah, it is a little bit harsh. If we look at the timetable here now, we've got another train here in the middle of nowhere in the timetable. We need to fix that. Bring that one back to 40. And have a 1-minute departure. So hopefully this system is now working, or it will work anyway. I think some of these contracts are really harsh about like how long they give you to be able to make these transitions, these journeys between these stations. There we go. But still, we're going to be improving them here and making them much better than what they were. Look at that. Oh, we might actually get the $3 out of this one. Not quite. We got $2 out of it in the end. I think if some of these sections we can get down to 1 minute. I don't think any of these sections we can get down to 1 minute though. So there we go. That's the big problem here. We've regularly got trains coming every 10 minutes now, which is really nice. And I think we can probably look at the gap between trains and say, okay, 10 minutes is more than fine. What we can do is probably have trains every 5 minutes. And hopefully we just get a lot more money out of it. But the idea is that if we have trains every 5 minutes coming up and down this line, then we're going to have problems fitting in the intercities. We may actually have to get rid of some of these contracts that we're adjusting just to get some intercity ones on here. But we can't really take advantage of the intercity ones until we've upgraded the track again. So I feel like it is worth us putting this time and effort into upgrading the track, getting these commuter trains running, giving us better money, and then that means that we'll have more cash to advance into the intercity trains. So what I'll do is between now and next time, I will get the rest of the trains that are leaving Whifflet on this new sort of timetable nice and quickly, getting more money, and I'll also do the ones going back again from Glasgow Central, and that'll be pretty much most of the trains that use this main line upgraded in their timetables. So we've upgraded the track and we've started upgrading the timetables. Join me next time where we'll start looking at getting this probably maybe more trains integrated. Maybe we'll upgrade this Motherwell to Carstairs line so that we can get these trains coming into the network faster and joining in and just getting a bit more fluid. But that's going to be all from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comment section below. And if you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so for more Railroute content and other games like this. I will see you soon. Take care and goodbye.